And hello everybody, how good of you to join and welcome back to, well, Africa. We're finally here, we're finally doing what we had to do all along, and that is building something in Tabarim, as it is our major new island that we have, and one of the few islands that we have. So we don't really have that much, as we can see, so there is something. The cool thing is though that, well, quite a lot of my ships are now arriving in Africa as well, because, yep, I guess it is going to be fighting time at some point. Wait a second, hold on there, what is that? That is Princess Ching. With Princess Ching we're still friendly, right? But who knows for how long, since that fleet is coming in here. And oh, also our non-aggression pact with Qing has ended. I don't think that it has much of a effect at this point, but we can now more easily declare war on her. Let's get our major fleet there to Tabarim, and yeah, we do have quite a busy session ahead of us, I'd say. Now, in my diligence, I got a few cargo ships over here with some resources, but the only really major resource that we need is the steel beams, because this is one of the resources that we also will need in Africa. The Wansa timber we have here, so the normal timber actually plays only a role for a couple of things, so that's why I got it over here. But other than that, we should be fine on what we got so far. Let's get started here with the beginning of the coastal region. So there we are going to have our little coastal area then, and I think, I don't remember it that precisely anymore, but I think we're going to see some paved roads here as well. I think some of the mods actually enabled it. Yeah, well, first of all, Tabarim it is. We do actually get the first quests here right away, so the new Tabarim settling in is what we need to do for now. So Emperor Ketima needs your help in establishing Tabarim as the new modern capital of ENBESA by building a new district. The traditional seat of kings in years gone by, only a small settlement and palace remain in this arid province, and Ketima calls upon you to help with the expansion. This is Ketima, so he's the emperor for now. Last time I was helping him. This time I think we're going for the crown, just to see how it really turns out then when we go with the other way as well, right? By the way, speaking of the crown, I think we have down here the nomads, right? So we got also four factions. Four factions in Africa. So we got the nomads up here, we got Kidusi Anitoni up here with the temple and the museum. We do have over here Vahadesher, where the chieftain of Vahadesher is living. This area here I failed in my last session, right? So this is where I really want to succeed. We want to make a beautiful big palace out of this one here, because this is our goal, to restore it. And we do have the pirates down here of against which we have a battle to come as well there. But well, I guess we have quite a lot of battles here to come, especially against the princess, who is quite strong already. Let's continue though with the building. In Africa, as we can see, we do have only arid grassland, right? We do have some rivers over here that we need to settle on as well, where we do need to get some, yeah, irrigation coming out of it. For now, let's start over here. I think what we need first, the Wansa timber cutter, doesn't need any irrigation, right? So for this one here, a normal warehouse is absolutely fine. And then there we can see it, it actually costs 15 shepherds to have one of these, but let's just build one here. We can also build another one here and a third one here for now in this little corner there. And that's that. And the other thing that we're going to need here is the marketplace. So for the marketplace, let's get started on some buildings here. Since that is our kind of like harbor area, right? We're going to continue here into this direction, so I might actually push this marketplace then a bit more to that side, and have the warehouse then up here, right? And of this we can get rid of once again, just like that, and here we just have a normal street then to that. But I think symmetry should be a bit more important here as well. Let's get all the other side over there, and yep, let's get started with the first shepherds. I really like the African town, so last time it looked fantastic. And well, I guess we're just going to try and capture that essence again. We might actually also have one of these here with the courtyards then in the center there again. We have quite a lot of ornaments there for the Arctic as well that I would like to implement. And overall, let's just have a look over it. This is how we are never going to see it again, and in all its glory. And over here now we can, I think, build the marketplace then. Yep. Oh, yeah. Whoa. The region is actually not that big, as far as I can see. So let's make this a bit different. Let's have the courtyard here. And then we're going with the marketplace in this area. And we also will need some special buildings, of course. Oh, yeah, fire station. It's looking like it doesn't belong here. So we are waiting for the normal fire station to appear before we are doing anything else then with that, right? Because I definitely don't want to have anything screwing up there my city there with the wrong architecture. And in this little corner here, where we have 2 buildings right now, I might actually add something later then. So the city is coming along. With the layout, we're going to focus a bit more on beauty this time. And here we're going to have a little garden then in front. I know there's a music pavilion coming, so we might have that right in front of the marketplace. It makes a lot of sense to me. And let's also have these court blocks here, more or less than here, right? Being squeezed in into that area. And oh yeah, we still have a good range here. So for those buildings, I might just add then some normal blocks or some normal houses then for this one here. And I think we're just going to follow along then with the quest there as well. Let's get started. Let's have the marketplace. There it is. Not too many people around it yet. So let's get started on the first block of houses then. There we got the first shepherds now coming in.
All are bartered freely around the stores.
And what we can also do now with the remaining Wanzer timber is building our warehouse over here. And our first Wanzer woodcutters. And the age of cultivation we have thus reached as well. Quite the happy population so far. Let's continue with the upgrading here. And those guys perhaps.
If you want, I can guide you around the savannah.
Oh, hello there. The shepherd is offering us a guidance in ENBESA.
You may want to build these a little way off. Noisome creatures tend to roost in the branches.
Roost in the branches. Alright. Better not get out there then.
We would rather warm goat milk than spirits.
Alright, now they want something new. Milk of kindness. So Emperor Getima needs your help in establishing Tabarim. And for now we do need to get the first production chain up and running then, which would be the goat farm here, but we still need more shepherds for that. And I also know that we do need then to start with the first irrigation. So for irrigation, I really don't want to build too many farms on Tabarim this time, right? So the city should stretch all the way over here. So we are only going to have some farms up here, perhaps the goat farms even, and over here, right? But around in this area, this time I want to have one big major hub and not like last time a smaller town only. So this is how I'm planning this one, and I hope it's going to work out because Africa is a bit different than what we are used to. Right, I can still squeeze in a nice little block here as well. This should all work out nicely. Very good, very good. Oh, actually, I see now that the range is actually bigger than expected. Now, also something I promised I would be doing. So the banner of the cat flies now with the Fliegende Holländer. I hope we can actually squeeze it in there. Let's just try it out. And next up, also Cuttlefish 2 is coming into Africa with weapons. Now, hopefully we're not going to need too many of them, but we're going to need those weapons for self-defense primarily. On the other hand, on the other side of Getima, or sorry, Tabarim, on the other side, my battleship Axum 2 is coming in now. Why? Because Getima is selling us some lots of Wanzer timber. And we're going to need that, right? 150 actually, 150 tons. And there we have it. Let's get this one over there to Tabarim so we can speed up the building process. We're going to need another marketplace then up here, I'm sure of. So there's the first one. As we can see, the reach is going down already. I might have now 2 of them looking at each other. And then we might actually be able to squeeze in another marketplace already up here. Yeah, very good. The range is fine. And we can do the same thing then on this side, but let's just use also some blocks with a courtyard in the center. Right, and over here we're going to need then 2 more marketplaces then as well. Yeah, it's not going to work out. This is better. And because we have quite some name restrictions there, Flying Dutchman works fine, and I hope this is fine for you guys as well. So the Flying Dutchman we have now in the Arctic then as well, flying to and fro from our Skuld to the plateau up here, right? Where we get the gas. And there's also our gas trader here, as we can see, who is delivering the gold and the gas to Crown Falls. A very important task, in fact. Let's get back to Africa. Oh, look at that. We have some more battles here, so she's trying to take more islands in this beautiful area there. And thank you for the 20,000 coin there, Anno. She's giving us money there. I don't know. I guess it's protection money that we're taking there from the pirate now. It's working out. Let's get back to Africa. Oh, there's some elephants out here. Do we have any fertility for that? No, there's no stuff that we can take from them. Very good. My battleship is coming in, so we can really upgrade now quite a lot of them. Let's do this. Those guys here.
Under attack. Loading station.
And let's unload some timber, so we can upgrade even more people. Perfect. And we've reached also the age of district now in this beautiful village of Tabarim so far. So the first shepherds are now moving in. It's just absolutely fantastic here. Are these my ship? No, it's Princess Ching. Princess Ching is coming into my town there as well. I guess that is kind of, yeah, that is definitely a threatening gesture that she's doing towards us there. There's absolutely no reason she should be doing it otherwise. Let's continue. I said that I want to have the bridges there. Yes. There's some heavy fighting. We do have a bit of timber now. So we can now have, let's see, a beautiful road then to the other side. And there we got the first bridge. I hope it stands the test of time. And we continue then with the road all the way to the other side. So this is kind of like the main road that goes then into the village. And here we're going to end over there to the other side, right? Where we're going to have our first goat farms and stuff like that. The problem though is, of course, since I want to build a big town, we are running out of space rather quickly. I was already purchasing a few shares there from the NPCs. So first of all, this island here is still available for the taking. We should be doing it now. And what can we do about it? I think, yeah, I got a few too many resources over there. Oh, also in the New World. Look at that, Princess Ching. Holy moly, she's taking an island from Miss Hunt, a very, very heavily defended island. This is incredible. I did not expect such a big attack on another island. I think Miss Hunt is thus gone from the New World for good. It's just beautiful to watch overall. I mean, it's so fine after Miss Hunt, you know, annoyed us for decades. Finally, someone is standing up to her, and it's Princess Ching. Oh, not looking so good actually, but we'll see the come out of that. It's a big island though. Incredible, Princess Ching. I respect you for that. I do. But we do need to hurry up. I'm sending already a ship over here now to this unsettled island where we do have some resources, but I still need more. Now, what I need more is one of these islands here in front of Tabarim. I've already marked a few of them. I think this one here, Lord Dragon City, which is rather close. This one has the honey fertility. I'm eyeing this one. And the newspaper guy, let's go for a bit of minus consumption, and the happiness we can actually keep to save also some of our influence there. So this one here I definitely want to take. That's why we need the influence for. And Hugo, let's have a look at you. You have been actually quite good to us so far, but how long will it last? There is the indigo down here. I think we have indigo too. Yes. And linseed. And very good, our ship arrives down here. Oh yes, we do actually need something else. Oh, we do need this other resource that we don't have yet, that we still need to construct before we can settle on any other island. So well, then it's up to purchasing time, and we're going with this one for the honey, and we also got the spices on it, and this one is actually the same. This one got the indigo on it. Yep, I think we're going with that one here too. Sorry, Hugo, but I'm going to need this island here for myself. Of course, he doesn't like it that much, but I think we'll still be fine long-term wise. And
A competitor's island
hibiscus, though, that is something we have in Tabarim, so we need to keep a track on that. And, oh, actually, she withstood the attack there.
Long night.
And the shepherd has a contraption for you to test. Long night, but finally have it. All it took was some wanzer and a bit of metal, but we could do great things with it in fields. And he wants me to collect a gift.
See? Sometimes it's
A mosquito net for the trade union. ENBESA crop farm productivity 25% increased. Why ever you would do that to me, but thank you still. Let's continue with a few more blocks. And the gold farms. We do need to start with the gold farms there. Over here. And then we got the goat farm. And the goat farm, does it need for improved by fertile soil? Alright, so it still needs some irrigation. So we do need to start with the first irrigation there now. And then we got the water pump for it. It only requires some Monza timber. Right, let's get it out there. Let's also connect it with our network system of roads. Let's get rid of those roads there again, because we're going to need some canals in this area. And then we're going to start with the first canal, going away from the irrigation plant, right around here. So this is where we can then have some shepherd farms and stuff like that. And it's continuing all the way over there. But bear in mind, it is limited, so we can't have unlimited amount of these irrigation canals. So let's build us the first irrigation pump. Beautiful. And as we can see, the water is now flowing. We are using 72 out of 250 tiles for this one here. And it's going around in 4 tiles around the canal then, right? So here we can build, and here we're going to be able to build then our first goat farms right away. So they're just across the canal then. And let's start with a warehouse. And then we're going with the first goat farms. Alrighty, let's get started on that. So we do have our warehouse. Let's build the warehouse first over here. This one we get rid of again. And then we go for the first, I think, 2 goat farms. That should be fine for now.
Flavor of warm goat milk.
And they should get boosted now, yes, because they have the fertility here as well. We could also boost them further with the silo, getting some grain then, I guess, over here, or grass, to actually do this. Oh, and we also have some new expeditions, a botanical one, and it's only a level 1, so nothing that we really need. Sustain 80% of the goat milk. Let's just, what the heck, let's just build 3 more there. I don't care about the money at this point, to be honest. It's all about the building of Tabarim, and this is one of the goods that we're going to need, so the goat farm or the goat milk. And they would also like to have a musician's court and hibiscus tea for happiness, otherwise they're not looking so good. Then we get the musician's court, and as we can see, we could squeeze it in here. What's the range of it? Yep, going for the whole district down here, so we do need another one then up here, but that's totally fine. Let's build it with a nice little road connection then right next to it. There we have it. This is increasing the happiness then, should increase the happiness. And of course, what we can also do for it is having a few ornaments around it. Right, and thus we can also use the sheds here in the middle of these blocks there for some further ornaments. And we also have now the musician's court here working for us. So down here we have that, and as we can see, yes, we got a content population because of that. And the only thing we now need would be then the hibiscus tea and the finery. Let's just check this one. We also have the goat milk now.
Water, much like people, is a primal force. But with willpower, with intent, it can be exalted for the good of all.
And there we have the next one, the linseed farms that we're going to need. How many more canals can we build? Quite a lot, actually. So we might just have the linseed farms then here. Let's also just check. We have +6 on the goat milk. Oh, look at that. It's quite full. I might just keep all of this down here for more goat farms, to be honest. And we might... that's the tricky part. We could have the pump here going then to that side for some farms. We could try this one. Plus, we also need, by the way, yep, we do need the water for the fire stations. Right, so there we got a fire station, and those guys also need water. I think for that we have another water pump then down here. This is just purely then for the fire, and this one here is going to be used for further irrigation, and of course it can also be used there for a fire station here and there. pool. Let's just hope that we can actually make this work. Oh yeah, very good. We still have lots of space for those canals. So we can go up here and up here for some additional fields. 200, we still have some room to go for here. Perfect. This one, and then probably up here some more. So there we can squeeze in quite a few of these farms then. This should be the end of it now. And it is 266 fields, so of those fields we are going to get rid of. Other than that, 6 more. Let's also not forget to purchase some more shares. So Princess Jing, thank you for that. And Hugo for charity up here as well, 40 seconds. What's he got here, by the way? Saltworks. These are saltworks that he's going to need. He's got quite a nice town there too already. As we can see, there is the fire station then. So this is the system that we should also be using, because I'm pretty sure we're going to see the first fires soon. So let's get this started right away. We got the water pump there as well. By the way, the water pump can go in 2 directions, right? So it is not limited to 1 direction only. And we can use the canal now going into the city from that side. And here we're going to have then our first fire station, which is now being watered as soon as the water is flowing to it. Very good for this area here then. And around it we can then of course have some more buildings. Up here we have now some green space. Very good. We only need the road that we can now get to the other side there, where we're then going to have the fields. And here we have a nice little beach that we can then also use for some fishermen or the saltworks that we are going to need. Looking good so far. We are still on the way of life-bringing water, to use that for the first time, and purchasing the shares for the islands.